Hi everyone, it's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker, and we have Carol with bargain shopping. So I
Hi,
almost
everybody.
chopped that one up.
That's all right.
How's everybody doing today? Tonight? We're doing good. I'm gonna pop out the chat here and
I know I'm trying to log in. You know, I have the worst time with my iPad. I'm pathetic. I really am. This Christmas, I'm buying myself some new stuff.
ah, you doing fine.
No, but I don't know what it is. I can never, it takes me forever to pull up the chat
Huh. Come on, chat.
because I can't do it on my phone. I don't know how you guys do it.
I don't know how to do it. If I'm on a stream, I don't know how to do it. Um on my phone. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I'm just on my phone. The only time I went on was when they had Dwayne's auction, and I went on, and I'm like, I kept trying to get on, and I couldn't do it, and I'm like, Monica, help me! It kept kicking me out,
Aw.
and then finally I got on, and then that's the only way I know how to do it.
All right, let's start from the top. We got Johanna and Dwayne. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Johanna, Karen's at the beach. Shantae, how's your foot? Maggie Doodle, Swamp, or Glenn, if you can. Um,
Oh, there's your daughter.
my
Hi,
daughter.
Julie. I'm acting
Yeah,
like I know her. Hi, Julie.
that's so sweet. Hi, Julie. There's Deb, Julie, Summer. Well, hi, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm sure I already said that, but I'll say it again. Ansley,
Ansley.
there we go. Everybody's coming on in. Yeah. So, how's Poshmark? How's sales
I,
been?
I sold three things. I sold some winter boots.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I sell this week? Winter boots. I can't even remember. I just remember the boots because I had to like pad them all up and put them
Oh
in a
gosh.
box, and because they're the high ones, so like I had to find a box big enough. Oh, I sold just like a tank, but it was from like Nordstrom. I
Uh-huh.
sold that. That was yesterday. Yep, that I sold, and I sold something else, and I can't remember.
Hmm. Yeah, sales on Poshmark is non-existent. I haven't had a sale since I left for California.
I hadn't had any. You were getting some before you went. I wasn't getting any, and then I got a few. And oh, there's Dwayne. Dwayne, if it was an hour, well, look, Dwayne, I did take a shower because if it was an hour ago, I was full of insulation from my mother's attic. Yes, I sell during the day, and I'm a contractor at night. But I haven't been
Oh,
getting any
Johanna.
bundles either. And what I've
Yeah.
been trying to do on Posh too, and thinking it might help. Like if I have like a black shirt, I'll put a black necklace. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Right after it, so they can almost like think of buying it. Still,
Right.
I haven't been getting any
That's a great
bundles.
idea.
So I've been trying to do like oh, I sold a green jacket because I like this color green jacket. It photographed nice and it looked really good. I kept pushing it to the top of my booth because I liked it. And this green necklace I put right after, but I sold the jacket. That's what I sold.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but now I'm like, what am I gonna put at the front? Because I like that color. It
Oh.
was like a bright green. And it really looked nice. And now I don't know what to stick at the top. But yeah, I've been trying to do that so people, buy stuff. If they buy like boots, I'll put
Yeah.
like something that goes. No one's bundling, and I don't know how everybody else is. Anybody else getting bundles?
I got a bundle this morning when I woke up, and it
Oh, did
was,
you?
but no, they haven't paid for it yet. They haven't done anything. They haven't accepted the offer.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
which, you know, it was three of those kids dresses that I got from at
Oh,
that.
those vintage.
Yeah, I think there was two vintage, and then there was one that was from Neiman Marcus, and so I sent them an offer of $90 with free shipping, and they haven't responded. So I don't know if they will or not.
Summer says she hasn't had a sale since the 10th.
That
So,
is ridiculous.
mhm.
There is no reason why that is. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there.
And then the only bundles I've gotten, like in the past month, people people have been putting like one person put a whole bunch of things in, and I offered like a really good deal, but I think they almost put it. I don't know if they did a mistake or whatever. They never responded, and another one did like 7 items, which I knew wasn't going to go, but
Hmm.
you have to respond to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know if they're clicking it by accident and putting things in bundle. I don't know. That whole bundle thing is, I don't know. They just made that change and I don't like it.
Well, a lot of times they'll put just one item, in a bundle, like
Which
Deb
is
said.
weird. Like either buy it or make an offer or
Right.
I don't know. It's weird. Or like it. Like they used to just like it before and you make an offer. Now
Right.
they're doing that bundle and I think it's making less sales for
It's
me.
confusing.
That new
It's
little
I think
bundle
it's
setup, yeah, I don't like it. And I can't even put my finger on why I don't like it. It's just something about it. It just feels off.
yeah. I I can't explain. I mean, I'm sharing, the only thing that I haven't done over there is I haven't listed since I've been back. So that could very well be what's,
Right.
what's going on. So I need to get some listings over there. Maybe that'll do
I've
it.
I've listed a few, and but I mean, how many can I have on there before I start saying like, all
Right,
right,
right.
enough? So so if anybody is watching and they share my stuff, I'm not going to be sharing for a while. So don't feel bad if you don't share mine because I'm taking a break from Posh a little bit, like as far as being so aggressive with it because fourth quarter's coming and eBay is where I make more of the money. So I want to
Right.
try to kick
I
that up
mean,
and see if that,
one one option would be, and I don't know if it'll do anything, but maybe you could put your store on vacation.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, anything. It doesn't
it's
matter. I mean,
it's different than eBay because, you don't the people can't buy things, but, you know, maybe it'll just kind of, I don't know.
yeah, it's worth a
Sometimes,
try.
and sometimes I
Just
do
change
that
it up.
over.
And I know everybody tries to figure out the algorithm, but I don't care who they are. They don't know it. Nobody
No,
does.
no.
Because Michael Roland Picker was on a thing and he was watching somebody and they said too many items in your store is if you have this many items, it's too much and people won't look for it. But those people that were on Tanya's, it was the tomato, no, flamingos or whatever they're called.
Right.
All right.
The thrifty
They do,
flamingos.
yeah, I don't know whatever they were, but they said,
Mhm.
oh yeah, once we get to 1,000, they can't stay to 1,000. I mean, her and her husband do it full time, and
Mhm.
they really work it. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Um, she said that once they get to 1,000, it'll almost like take care of itself. Like should they? It should be, it all depends on what people are looking for. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, I
know.
mean, you have a very large, you have a variety, a
Variety. I have like
huge.
hats. I have kids. I have men's. I have high price. I have low priced.
You have everything. I
Like,
mean
what
I
don't I
mean,
have in that
everything,
store?
you're like Walmart.
You don't even know. Look,
mean,
I'm
you
trying to
know.
get rid of Walmart. Walmart needs to go because Carol's getting really stressed out with her hoard. Honest to God, I feel like the show. I know I say this every time, but the show hoarders. Although I went to go to get a jewelry jar today, and they had one, but it was $35, and it didn't look good. So then I
Mhm.
decided to go to the bins, and I got
Oh,
a few
good,
things. Yeah, but I
good.
didn't get any clothing this time, so I got some
Yeah.
hard goods, but yeah, but I need stuff like I need a hole in the head. I'm buying stuff in one hand, and the other side, I'm making Brian go to St. Vincent de Paul to donate boxes of stuff. Oh.
Well, you got to get rid
I
of
gotta
it.
get it. I know. I'm gonna start putting a lot more on Macari. I know this is Posh Pit, but this is gonna be Macari Pit. I'm gonna try to put some of because like I also have hard goods. I don't. I know clothes is more of a long tail thing. I like clothes and shoes, and I like girly stuff and looks pretty, and but it's a more longer tail than some other things. So maybe if I get rid of some of the bigger things, and what I mean, it might feel like I'm getting things
Yeah.
cleared out, so I can compact everything.
Yeah. I think that would be great. Maggie says, I think it's all about the sharing. People shop from their feed, the parties, and the showrooms. They're going to see the items at the top first, and the only way to get there is if they're shared. That's true. I am considering, even though I still got to work my eBay, and that is I want eBay to be my number one. I really, really do.
Well, you just
Um,
went back up to the big store, so that's
right.
you have to like
Yeah.
you're
I
paying
got.
that fee every month. Yeah, you got to make sure you're getting that money. And
Yeah.
and I know Posh was doing great, and we're all jumping on the Posh wagon or whatever. But
Yeah.
eBay still,
Yeah.
even with all the time I've been spending on Posh, eBay still, I still made more. And my eBay is like in the tubes too, but
Yeah.
my eBay
Yeah.
hasn't been that great either. Like, I think it's from watching YouTube too much. I'm always on YouTube. So tomorrow's supposed to rain. I'm gonna keep my YouTube on, and I'm just gonna
Yeah. I mean, you
listen.
could.
And
Yeah, just listen to your YouTube. That's what I do. I just
yeah, but
turn.
what happens
I
is
turn you. I turn you on. I turn your jewelry hauls on, and that's what I listen to when I'm, around here doing
when
stuff.
you need a good laugh and say this girl's nuts,
No.
she's not gonna have it. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I am going to tomorrow. So I'm going to go back to my every 2 hours share my closet.
It'd be interesting to see if it makes a difference because
I'm gonna,
when you
I'm
were
gonna
doing
see.
it every 2 hours, you were killing it. You were
Yep,
killing all
yep,
the sales.
yep. And then and I'm going to list on Posh. So we'll see if that, listing and sharing, see if that has any, if it does anything. And then I also want to be listing on eBay too. So I
Even
don't
Deb is
know.
saying I'm always shopping. It's sad, Deb. It's a sad life I lead.
Sell all the stuff. Yeah. I don't know what's going on right now with eBay or um
I'm gonna have to
one day.
start doing online auctions.
Yeah,
This is not gonna be the Posh Pit. This is
yeah.
gonna be the auction pit. I'll be like, hey, anybody interested in this? Everybody's
Yeah.
doing those jewelry auctions.
Dwayne, Carol Mart.
Dwayne, I'm not
This is
even
awesome.
kidding. I'm not even kidding. I mean, I do truckloads of stuff I donate. But I also get, then my mother goes, oh, I have a whole bunch of stuff. You're going to start clearing my stuff out. Take this. I'm like, Ma, I have like, and I don't want to tell her. I can't
Oh,
tell her that because she'll think I have she won't know. She watches that show, Hoarders. She won't know that I'm really just trying to get rid of it. There's a difference. A hoarder wants
right,
to keep it. I
right,
want to sell it or get
right.
rid, if it doesn't sell it, eventually I'm going to get rid of it but I need, Dwayne, yeah, but Dwayne, you have auctions. No one buys my crap.
I bet you if you could take all the jewelry that you had and make jewelry jars, I bet people would buy that stuff. I bet viewers would buy that stuff.
I
Just
mean, I do
saying.
have other things. I do have some stuff that's collectibles, but um, I tried like when I was on Dwayne's auctions,
Hmm.
like I did a whole bunch of ornaments, and I think Angie, Roland Picker's daughter, oh, is it Angie or Monica? One, I forget who won it, but they won all the maybe it was Monica, but did a whole bunch of ornaments. Like I try to do different things because it was like, okay, it was Harley, it was
Hmm.
jewelry. There was like video games. Forget it. I know nothing about. So I wouldn't know a good game from a bad game. So I can't do that or electronics. But it seems like my stuff, is hard to find a.
Find a home for.
Yeah, there's only certain things that people want, I
Yeah.
guess. And I think too, as resellers, like the jewelry, they figured, okay, I can give my money back and something. You know what I mean? Where
Hmm.
if you just sell one thing, they're not like they're reseller buyers, not buyers really to keep it.
Right. Right. Well,
So I
some are.
think,
Some are. I mean, it's definitely his audience has increased, and so
oh
there's a
yeah, no,
lot of
like I
there's.
said, I've sold a lot of stuff, and like then I feel bad, like if someone doesn't want it. Like one time I was on with Nathan, and he felt bad for me because someone didn't want this golf thing, and it was an
Um,
expensive thing. But
mhm.
I'm like, it's okay if no one wants it, because if they don't want it, I don't want someone to buy something they don't want.
Right.
So
Right. But I would try that, when my eBay, and this is something that I might do, is
hmm
when my eBay kind of stalls out and is not doing anything, it's not
yep.
moving. Sometimes I'll put it on vacation for 6 hours
Oh really? That's
and
a good
and
idea.
then and then take it off and then um you know, see what happens. I mean, all you can do is just try it and see.
Right.
Um I don't change the handling time or anything like that. I just put it on vacation mode. And so, I mean, I may even try that with Poshmark, before I start. I don't
Well,
know.
'cause we don't know what's going to kick the algorithm in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They might say,
yeah,
"Oh, she's been on vacation. Let's kick her up to the top."
yeah.
You don't know, and they're not telling people. And everybody has their theories.
Hmm.
And I still haven't done that 30-minute method. I still can't do that. So maybe that is the method, and maybe that's the reason why. But
Well,
and I
Sally
have like,
always says it's the 3 hour method, not the.
yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like I feel like a jerk saying that I haven't sold stuff. I've sold a lot of stuff. If you look at my solds, I've sold hundreds. I mean, like, I think 200 items, and I've only really been doing it since like October. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's a lot, but it's for the amount of stuff I have out there and the amount of time I was spending on it.
Right,
Like I feel like, and I could see that my eBay got hurt by it.
right, right.
So I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
And it takes a while to build it up. You know how that goes.
yeah. I mean, it takes you've got how many items do you have for sale over there?
I probably have like 900, maybe. I don't know, maybe less than that because I think it says over 1,000, but I've sold a couple hundred. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, just say 900 or 880
Yeah.
or something.
I mean, you
I
would
mean,
think with that many items, you would think that.
and I have like brand new because I used to be more of a I didn't go to thrift stores before a couple of years ago, so I was always like a retail arbitrage type of person. Like I'd find things on
Hmm.
clearance, certain things, and resell it. So I have like Kate Spade new jacket. I have new stuff, high end. I have low stuff from like Kohl's or J.C. Penney. I have all the way in between.
Right.
So, and I don't know if Posh they're just looking for certain brands. I know it started like it started by people being in the clothing industry
Hmm.
type of things.
Sure.
But so maybe they just look up certain brands. But I have like Free People. I have the brands that people look up. But it's
Right.
funny. My junky stuff. I'm not junky. I shouldn't say that. But cheaper brands are selling better than some of my good brands.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
boots I just sold with Nine West. Well, I have some other ones that are Sam Endelman, which are like expensive boots,
Right.
and the cheaper ones sold, for
Wow.
$30. You know what I mean? Like I say cheaper. Nine West is still. I like Nine West. Like I'm the type of
Hmm.
person like I like if like we always talk about faded glory. I love faded glory. It fits me right. Like the shorts fit me right, and they're
Yeah.
very comfortable. So I like that brand. I know it's came out of Walmart or whatever. Um, but it
Yeah.
fits, you know what I mean? So like I would buy something Faded Glory, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I also would buy stuff that's high end too. Like I go for what I like. I don't go
Yeah.
necessarily by brand, if that makes any sense. Because I've had some really high end brands that are not comfortable. I
Mhm.
don't like Christian Louboutins. I don't want to wear those high heel shoes. I've tried them on. They're not
Right.
comfortable. They don't look cute. The ones I try on, they weren't cute. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're not all cute, but they weren't for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take my mules and my little clogs and clog around, you know. But
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what people are looking for. I have cheap jewelry, expensive jewelry. I don't know.
So let me ask you this: when you're sharing, do you share your whole store at one time,
Mm-mm.
or do you share just one time a day?
No, I share all the time, but I share like in groupings. Like
Little
I'll do
bits.
like 40 things, and then yeah, I hate sharing the men's and the kids stuff. I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to stay in the women's stuff.
Mhm.
Um, I used to do a lot of kids before, but over the years it seems to had slowed down. So I used to sell more kids stuff than I did women's stuff. Like that, I used to sell a ton of it.
That's so crazy.
It's so you change, yeah, it changes, and like, and then like right now I'm into jewelry because I went on that jewelry detective show and I became an addict. You know what I mean? It was like down a slippery slope. But
Oh my
so I'll
god.
do that for a while, and all of a sudden, you know, just say that gets slow or get bored of it. Then that's the only thing good about reselling. You can go into different, you know, niches. Like I always said, I wouldn't
Yeah.
sell shoes or whatever unless they were brand
Yeah.
new. But um, I've been doing that and handbags because I don't like, you know, I would hate to sell someone like a fake handbag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know, I always get nervous about that.
Mhm. Have you ever tried, like Anissa said, she
But
said she's doing great at the consignment store. Have you ever tried that? Like
no,
taking
I know
some
you
of your
said your
kids.
daughter did that too. Yeah,
Mhm. Um, I
but they
mean
only
that
look for
might
certain brands, right? Though on those most of those
well,
consignment.
but you don't know. The thing is you don't really know what brands they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You just basically take in a bag or a couple of bags, and they'll go through and pick what they want, and then they'll pay you for those items.
But the only thing with that is, most of my kids' stuff is retail arbitrage, so I paid
You
for
paid
it.
money for them, right?
Right, some of them,
And so
yeah. I mean,
they're not going to. They're
right.
not
If I get a dollar for them, I'm losing money selling them that way. You know what I mean? Depending on
right.
what I bought. I mean, I bought a few that were cheap, and then I bought some that weren't as cheap. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's not like I picked it at the bin or you know, a yard sale and I got a bag for $10 or something like that. So that's my whole thing. When I my that's the thing. My retail arbitrage stuff. It's a little bit different, and I don't know if everybody here is more just thrifters and yard salers, or if people. I know Texas Valerie does. You know, she buys from a vendor or whatever. So see,
Mhm.
she couldn't go with her jewelry. She has to stick to a certain price because she pays X amount.
Right.
Where see, like when you go to
Sure.
your sale, I mean, you do like phenomenal on that clear out sale that you go to at that consignment store, wherever you
Oh
go.
yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
get like stuff so cheap, you fill up those bags.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I don't know how.
ridiculous.
I don't know how you fill up those bags so tight. But you even
I.
get it like even cheaper than I could get it at the bin. So like
Oh yeah.
you could, you know what I mean? You have a little bit more leeway when if you buy something that's, you know, like I have a Kate Spade jacket. Well, yeah, I paid a lot for it. You know what
Right.
I mean? So
Right.
I paid in the hundreds. You know what I mean? It's a $500 jacket. I can't send it
Yeah.
in some. Yeah, so it's a little bit
Yeah.
hard when you're doing retail arbitrage that you
Sure.
have to be careful. Now the stuff I thrift, I don't care
Yeah.
because I didn't really put that much out. And then when I do thrifts, this is what I do, and this is why my thing is the way it is, and I have to change this. I keep everything near me, like in my office, and I'm trying to list it.
Mhm.
And when I make my money back enough for that lot, I don't get worried about listing the rest of it. Kind of, it kind of gets pushed to the side, and eventually, I consider it just bonus. So
Right.
then eventually I'll list it and it'll go downstairs, and then because I figured I already made my money back. Like that's
Right.
my. I know that sounds not a way to make money, but you
Right.
know, I never said I was a great businesswoman. You know what I mean? It's like, so I feel like, okay, so everything in my basement is my profit. So my profit's going out the door in the back of my car to
Well,
St. Vincent's. But I'm doing good for others.
well, at least you're making your money back, and
And I
you're
make
not
it sound like I don't sell anything. I do sell stuff. I mean, I don't
right.
want anybody to think that I'm
Right.
like making
Right.
one sale a week. I mean, I'm not. But compared to what I used to, it's gone down. And I don't
Yeah.
know if it's because I'm breaking up. I spend a lot of time on Posh,
Yeah.
sharing,
Yeah.
and I'm sharing others. And I don't know. I don't know what the happy medium is yet. And eBay with the glitches earlier in the season, that screwed everybody up. I went from an anchor store down to a what is it, Premier or
Pre-
whatever,
Premium. Yeah.
premium.
Mhm.
Um, so that's going to affect my sales. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping fourth quarter picks up. And
Yeah.
my local sales have been slow. I mean, everywhere seems to be slow.
Yeah. I think it's coming. I
Yeah.
think I think it's coming. I think it's going to hit a certain point where people we won't be able to stop it. We'll be so busy.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping
That's what
for.
I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping for too. I
Because I remember
so
last year I was like, every day I was like 3 tote bags full of stuff like every day,
right.
you know? So
And
I'm waiting for that. And I think with all the changes everywhere, oh, I don't know if you heard that. There's a motorcycle going by. Every change, like eBay got messed up with all their changes during the spring and summer, all those glitches and problems and stuff. And I think that threw everybody off. And
yeah.
I think everybody's been kind of,
Yeah, it's been a really weird, and not that I mean, this is my only, my 2-year mark of selling full time. So I don't really know how things go, and but I'm hopeful, and I really think that things are going to start busting loose here pretty soon. Pretty soon. Um,
Dwayne's like, yeah, a motorcycle. I'm on my front porch. I have, I'm on my front porch.
that is, I agree with Val. She says that's the fanciest front porch I've ever seen.
It's really small. It looks bigger than it is. It's tiny.
It's really nice. I love it. I love your house. I'll just say
Thank
that.
you.
But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try the 2 hour share.
I'm gonna try to put my both the things on vacation mode temporarily. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, why not?
I mean, anything to change some algorithm somewhere, or I
Just to
don't
kind
know.
of stump it,
Yeah,
just to stump it, and then you don't even have to do it for 6 hours. You could do it for an hour, and then take it back off and see if that makes a difference.
right.
Um,
I'm eager to
but
see how you do with your 2 hour, because when you did every 2 hours, Valerie, you were getting
mhm,
so many sales.
yeah,
I was so jealous. I was like, oh
yeah.
man.
So tomorrow, that's the goal. Tomorrow is I'm going to do the show, and then as soon as the show's over, I'm going to start listing on Posh, and I'm going to share every 2 hours, and I'm going to share from 10 o'clock. Well, no, I'm going to start sharing at 6 o'clock a.m. and share every 2 hours my entire store, and see and do that until the evening, until I go to bed, and we'll see what happens.
Nikki's saying her best month ever was when she put eBay on vacation for 30 days.
Yep. I don't
See
know.
some, hmm.
I don't know.
How's everybody else doing on sales? Is it
Is it just us?
yeah? Is it me and Valerie? Posh. They seen Posh Pit and we're being they're like they don't like what we're saying, so they're like, yeah.
Yeah, Shelly says I discount 12 to 15 items a day. I go to my oldest listing and then share all of those along with any new listings I add. It seems to be working. Huh.
Dwayne's been slow. Glenn's been slow. Okay, so it's everybody. It's not
I
something that
yeah,
we're doing. I mean, if it's something just like okay, the change of time, people going, kids are gone back to school now, people are settling in,
right.
and it hasn't. And I'm in the Northeast, but we've had like today. It's been really hot, and then you know what I mean. So it's we had a cool week, and then it got hot again. So people are not thinking like winter jackets, you know.
Yeah. So there's some slow, there's some, you know, um eBay's kind of slow too. I mean, some days it'll be some days it'll be hot and heavy, and then some days it'll the next day it'll be crickets, you know. So, but I think a lot of that might be that that I haven't added anything since I've been back. I haven't added any new listings. That might have something to do with it. I don't know. So I'm just, I gotta change it up. I gotta go and nurse Posh back to health and see if I can. I'd like to have them both pretty even, you know. So that's what I want. Dwayne says I listed 16 items on all three platforms Sunday. Total of 48 new listings. That's awesome. Good job.
Wow.
And why weren't you in the challenge? Come on, Dwayne. I've been slow, more sales on my print on demand platforms. Well, that's good. Karen says sold 5 items while store was on vacation for 4 business days. Maybe Valerie has a point
See,
about
I think you
vacation
might
mode.
have a point,
I
Valerie.
don't know. I don't know.
No, but it's worth a try. I'm
And
all
what
for
it, and
I'm
and
all
I
for it.
was and I was on vacation for 12 days,
Hmm.
and actually I had it on vacation for it was 14 days, and I sold 36 items while I was on vacation.
Now
So,
they still bought it, knowing that you weren't going to ship it.
yeah. Yeah.
On which
'Cause
on which platform? On Posh
on
or
eBay.
eBay? Okay,
Yeah, they can't do that on Posh.
okay.
When
I'd
on
never done it
Posh,
on either one, so that's why I'm wondering.
yeah, when you're on eBay, you
Hmm.
just you kick your handling time out also.
Okay.
So you kick
So
it
you put
out.
on vacation and you made 36 sales. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
I'm not. I know you're not kidding me, but like,
And I'm
I'm.
serious, it's I don't know.
So it might be. I've never put it on vacation. Maybe it needs to be put on vacation. It needs to go in
Just
the corner.
yeah. I mean, it's worth a try. I've heard that before.
Hey, it
I've
needs
heard
a
people say it.
timeout.
Yeah. Um, and see if that maybe, kind of stunts the system or something, and maybe
I don't know how long I should put it
that'll do
on
something.
vacation though, like a day or
I wouldn't do a day. I'd probably do um 4 to 6 hours.
okay. Yeah, I'm
Like
gonna try it.
if you're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna go do some grocery shopping or whatever, put it on before you leave or put it on in the morning and then,
Now, if you put it on
you know,
vacation, can you still add to it while it's on vacation mode or no?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
you can still add to it. Yeah. And this, I've never had 36 sales in a week, vacation or not. And that's usually my goal is whenever I go on vacation, the goal is always 50 when I come back. I want to have 50 sales. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm still working on it. But when I was in California, I listed not that many. Probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 things on eBay. And I don't know. It was, you know, I just kept getting sales. So it was awesome because they can still see your items. They can still buy your
Yeah,
items.
so if they can still buy it and still see it, so why not? I mean, put it this
Yeah.
way, it's not, what is it going to hurt? Maybe
Yeah.
one or two sales? I mean,
Yeah.
my eBay has picked up a little bit this month from last month, but still, it's still not where it should be as far as we all have what we're used to or what we need
Sure.
it to be.
Now, do you
Some
think,
person, some person might be 2 items a week might be great. They might think that's the best week.
right. Exactly. Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Yeah. Um, do you think that your decrease in sales on eBay has anything to do with you decreasing your store?
It could. Well, it was bad before I had.
It was
That's
bad
why.
before.
That's why I decreased it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I decreased
Um,
it.
okay. Says Ann Eckhart used to end everything a few hours and then start them back up almost like a refresh of her store. Yeah.
So it's like putting it on vacation. I don't want to end everything because I only have 1,000 listings,
Right, right.
and I have thousands of items waiting to be put on.
So yeah, I would try the vacation thing. See what happens, you know. See what happens, see if it stunts something,
Yeah,
trips
why not?
something up and
It's worth a try because I mean, if you could,
yeah.
I mean, you were gone and you got that many sales, like that's. I mean, because that would deter people usually from buying. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. And it was like, I mean, it
Now,
is
when you came back, did you get
mhm.
more sales or did you kind of stay the same? Like when you took it off vacation mode?
No, I continued to get sales.
Okay.
And I hadn't listed. So like I got back on Monday, took it
Hmm.
off vacation. Actually, I can't remember if I took it off before I left. I think I took it off vacation before I left California. And so I did not list from Monday to my first day of listing was actually Saturday. And I was still getting sales, 2 to 3 sales a day. So it kind of lingered after that. So
That's great.
didn't hurt it at all. It actually, I think it might have even helped it. So I don't know.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. As soon as we get off this, I'm going to do it. I'll be doing it every day. You'll be like, oh my God, how many times does this girl go on vacation?
Hmm. Or, try it, when you go to sleep. I mean, that'd be
Yeah,
kind of
that'd be a
nice because
perfect
it's
time.
just,
Yeah.
but just don't forget, take it back
I've
off
never
of
done it. I don't even know how to
vacation.
do it. I have to go in there. I've never put my store on vacation.
It's super simple.
Yeah, yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm just saying
It's a,
I never did it. I'll have to
yeah,
figure it out.
yeah, yeah, you'll get it. So, it's an
Dwayne said he's
idea.
going to try it. Dwayne's going to
Hey,
try it too. He says it's not going to hurt anything. Put it on
no,
vacation. I'm not getting much action anyway. So
yeah, yeah,
any little thing, because like I said, we don't know what triggers something in eBay,
right,
and it might be a certain thing. It might be a combination.
right,
They might change up the algorithm.
yeah,
What works this year might not work next year. We don't know.
yep, that's true. And then I'll try my little experiment and see what
I
happens.
want to see. I can't wait to see that because when you were doing it every 2 hours, because I was like, you know how I was mesmerized by that every two
Mm-hmm.
hours,
Mm-hmm.
but you were killing it with
Yeah.
sales.
Now, thank God because my eBay was in the toilet. I hadn't. Thank goodness I had sales from Posh
And it's
because,
good to have
ooh,
different platforms for everybody
yeah,
because when there were glitches on eBay and they were aware of it, and unfortunately it happens. I mean that's you know
that's just yeah.
that's life. I mean
Mhm.
mistakes happen or whatever. But she's saying Thelma's asking if you see orbs in my window. Oh, you know what? I
Mm,
have things hang. I have little knickknacks there. Maybe that's what she's saying. Okay. Um, Yeah, now little orbs in my window. I'm like, what? Freaking me out now. Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we
goodness.
don't know what we're gonna do, but it's good to have different platforms because when one's not doing good, you have something to fall back on. Like you said, especially if you're
Yeah.
relying on it for an income, like to live, like day
Yes.
by day. You know what I mean? Brian works, so
Yes.
I have the luxury of you know what I mean? It's a little different. Um,
Yeah.
but
But when you're in that desperate, I mean, definitely in that situation at that time, I was desperate. I needed an income. I needed some kind of income coming in, and I just dove into Poshmark and just blew it out of the water. And I mean, it sustained me. It wasn't as good, but I mean, I just thought, well, I'll
but
just
it was a
share and
good
share and
filler in
share.
between, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how's everybody else doing on? Is anybody else doing on Macari? How's everybody doing? Is anybody doing that?
I actually closed my account is inactive right at the moment.
Oh,
I
okay.
I I didn't do very well over there. Not this time. Maybe, maybe if I take my some of my listings down and then maybe start over, or I don't know. It just kind of, I don't know. It's just a stand at a standstill. So I don't know.
Because I put a few things on there and I've sold a couple things and I only have like
Mhm.
6 or 8 things and I sold like two. So I was like, wow, that's a good, I have 1,000
Yeah,
on
that's
pot.
great.
So I don't know. And you could put hard goods on there. I have stuff, different things. So
Valerie, now that you're eBay and Posh, your your only income will be selling like crazy. My best sales are usually on Gary's payday weeks. Oh, good to know. I'll know when to ask you to borrow money. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. I don't like shipping with FedEx. You don't have to ship with FedEx with Macari. You can choose.
you can choose. Yeah, I don't ship
Yeah.
FedEx either. I've never done FedEx.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just never did.
Yeah, the nearest FedEx to me is 25 miles. So,
Everything's
I mean,
relatively close to me, but it's just like another thing I had to learn. I'm like, come on now, I
yeah.
don't, I don't want
Yeah.
to do that.
And Thelma, she always kills it with James Avery over there.
Well, she just got opened up a thing the other night. She got a bracelet and charms. She
Yeah.
got another one. I'm like, that James Avery, like she has like a magnet for James Avery.
Yes, she does. She can find that stuff.
I'm telling you,
Mhm.
and it sells like I never even heard of it before. Before I never even. I know it's really a big Texas thing. Like it's up out of Texas, right? He's from Texas or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't think Macari was good for jewelry. Hmm.
I've done Macari a couple of times. The first time that I did it, it was really good. I mean, and I did it when it was fairly new, and it took off, and I did really well with it. And then it kind of petered out, and then I got back on it and kind of did the same thing. So I don't know, but I really want, even, there's so many platforms out there that you can sell on, but I really want to focus on eBay and Poshmark because those are like my two favorite. I like the differences. Yeah, I can cross list on both of them and be fine. But I don't know. I just like kind of their differences. They're not the same. They pay different. The customers seem like they're different. Um, I don't know. So, and I feel like if I've got too many platforms going on, I feel like I'm I'm not
too
able to
stretched
give.
out. Yeah, it just
Yeah,
like when we were doing Posh so much, eBay kind of suffered a little bit.
yeah,
There's like a happy
definitely.
medium. I know. I just got to find what works.
Yeah.
Way back, I mean, a few years ago, I used to sell everything like on Craigslist and a
Hmm.
lot of things that way. Now that's like dead. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
local, there's so many local apps like that. Not everybody. It's not. There's not one particular one that works here. You know what I mean? Like there's OfferUp, but then you know
Yeah.
you sell one or two things and then you don't sell anything for a long time and then you try let go or you try this. There's so many
Yeah.
that everybody's all over the place. It's not just one for
Hmm.
around where I am. I don't know how everybody else is. I'd rather just ship it out anyway, but it's fun to get the local sales every once in a while. Oh, there
Oh,
goes my.
sure. Sure.
Oh,
Because there's no fees. I mean, that's a nice thing about, you know,
yep.
Facebook Marketplace or anything like that because you don't have to pay any fees for it. But um yeah, so I really just want to, I want to focus on I know when I go on vacation, even though it may not seem like it, my it seems like my platforms suffer because I'm not there, I'm not babying it, I'm not feeding the beast, and all that. So when I come back from vacation, I have to kind of recoup and get regroup and get back on track. So um, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get as much stuff up as I can um, for fourth quarter. Just trying to push it out. So Nikki said they removed my items twice because of no sales. I didn't know that they could remove your
On
items.
Macari?
Yeah, she said that she's been on there ever since it started. She's only sold one thing, and she said she didn't have much luck with it, and she said they removed her items twice because of no sales.
Wow, I didn't know they did that.
I don't know either. That's crazy. So, let's see.
Oh
Popular
yeah,
picker, yeah, they make you reactivate. Oh,
activate. I didn't
yeah,
know that. Well, I mean, it's good to refresh it anyway. So it,
sure.
but it's a pain when you, you have to delete everything and.
They watch for stale listings. I see. Huh.
I only have a few on there, but if I could sell a few there, a few
Yeah.
here, a few there, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But like you said, I don't want to spend too much time on one site, or I mean, too many different sites that I'm not giving
Right.
one site enough attention.
And then you also have to think too, like when you're listing on, say, Poshmark, though you got Google Shopping that basically they're just putting it in Google and it'll show you everywhere that item is listed, and
Right.
so you just go to that. So I think it's good to have a couple of items or a couple of platforms and just really just blow it out in two of those or three of those or whatever whatever works best for you. For me, I do better with, I think, two. So
I also have an Etsy account that poor thing I don't even go and look at that thing.
I I don't think I
I have
have.
stuff on. I still have stuff on there, but it's like we
It just
slowly coming off. I gotta retake pictures and stuff, but I
right.
haven't given it any attention, which I should. But
Yeah.
I have to say
Etsy's.
I like Posh better than Etsy. I like I like Etsy stuff. Like I like the idea of it. I
Hmm.
don't like the shipping and the money. Why like how it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
Posh.
it's. I feel like I never get any money out of it. Like I feel like after
Mhm.
the insertion fees and the final whatever, it feels like I never get money from it. It feels like I'm always paying
Right.
for that. So there's something. I don't know, not right about it.
Yeah. And maybe it's just Posh is a little more smoother,
Yeah, I think so.
as far
And I
as
think
your.
I do love it that they tell you what you're gonna make. That's like
Oh yeah.
that's for me is like
Yeah.
because sometimes I don't care if you make $5 on something, you're like, hey, whatever, or $3, you're like, okay, I'll take it for a necklace that I got in a jewelry jar. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can take the I don't know, just knowing.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's very true. I need to get a water. My throat's dry. I'd say that. Usually I'll say, I need to get me another glass of sweet tea.
Yeah, no more sweet tea, right?
Nope. I haven't made any since I've been back.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, it's killing me. Oh. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't do a whole lot with Instagram. I don't post a lot on there. Um I don't know. It's just
Now, is Insta? I think I asked this before, but I don't retain anything. Um, is that just for? Is that local or is that shipping? You can ship anywhere. How does that work on the Instagram?
I think you can ship anywhere, and I think they just pay you through PayPal. So it's kind of like uh I don't know how you would say it. It's just a very personal account, a very personal agreement. Like they
Hmm.
say they're going to pay $11 for a shirt. You make the deal, and they send you $11, and you send them the shirt. You get their address, you send them the shirt. So it doesn't go through basically any platform,
Right.
you know. I guess I'm assuming. Oh, Ansley, you're proud of me? Oh goodness. But yeah, I haven't tried that. I'm a little nervous about the whole Instagram thing. So,
Like you said, it'll be another platform and another one to keep track of.
yeah, exactly. So, I'm good. Yep, just like that. PayPal then
More
ship.
than ship.
So,
Well, it's kind of like OfferUp does the same thing. You can ship it
yeah,
now. It's not just local.
that's
People,
awesome.
most of the stuff I sold a few things on OfferUp and it was all out of state.
So you just shipped it?
Hmm.
Huh.
They paid for it, yeah, and they it's the same thing. They do all the legwork for you, and you get the money. It's like really easy. It's almost like a Posh esque.
Wow.
The
Huh.
way they give you a label, you could when you list it, you could say you're paying for shipping or the person, and I would say the buyer, and
Uh-huh.
they do it, and they give you all the money at the end once
Huh.
the person gets it. Yeah,
That's pretty cool actually.
yeah, it is good because if you, I haven't put as much on as I should, um, because it is good because you can get local sales and have it on a larger platform.
Right. Yeah. I need to go look at that actually.
Yeah, that was
See if
new. That
there's.
just happened like this year that they started doing shipping. It was
Huh.
before it was just a local app, but then they started getting into the shipping, and it's really simple. It's the same thing as Posh. They send you the label, you print it out, slap it on, ship it, and then the person says they got it, type of thing, and leaves your rating, and then
Hmm.
you leave them feedback, and so
That's pretty
it's yeah, it's a pretty
pretty
smooth.
smart.
Yeah,
Pretty smart of them to do that, to kind of
it
branch
is.
out.
Well, yeah, because local only to the point, and then
Mhm.
and locally they weren't getting fees.
Right.
Now they can get fees for that. I mean,
Sure.
I
Sure.
forget. It's a low fee. Maybe it's 10%. I don't even know what. Isn't that awful?
Hmm. But I mean that's supporting them. That's,
Ansley, it's
you
off
know.
for up. I haven't done let go. I don't know if they do shipping. OfferUp does shipping now.
Hmm. That's pretty interesting. I have to go look at that. All right. Anybody have any questions or comments or anything? We're at the top of the hour, so we're gonna wrap it up here. I gotta get ready for my sharing marathon
I
tomorrow.
say, I know. I can't wait to see how you make out.
So
I'm putting myself on vacation tonight. I'm going away on vacay tonight.
she's
If I
going on
wake up,
holiday.
oh my God, if I wake up with a ton of sales, I'm going to like do a jig. I'm not even kidding.
You'll have to do a video.
Yeah. I know.
Oh my gosh.
It's not even the money. I mean, it is the money, but it's like, it's to get it out. You know what I mean? Just to,
Sure. Yeah.
so I want to start organize. Like I said, then I went shopping today. So that, there goes that. What went out came back in.
Deb, I am hooked on Ozark too. I've
What's
been watching.
Ozark?
It's a Netflix show.
Oh, I have
It's a show on
Netflix. I
Netflix.
never.
It's actually pretty good. I like it. Um pretty interesting show.
I haven't been
I
watching
think
TV
it's
at all
I think
lately.
it's I think it's it has 2 seasons, right? So, I think I watched the first season, but I'm rewatching it and then so I can go into the second season. But I don't know. It's pretty good. All right. So, if anybody doesn't have anything else to add, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the night. I hope everyone has a great evening and thanks for joining us and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you, Carol, for coming on and being my co-host.
Are we off?
I appreciate that.
Are we offline?
Not yet.
Oh, I was like, are we offline? I'm ready to go.
Right.
Great. So now everybody sees me saying, "Am I offline?" Uh,
All right. We'll see you guys later. See you tomorrow. Hope everybody has a good evening and